What a superb mover that young man is. Stephen Hill has been fantastic for the Fremantle Dockers this year. Let's look at our next game. Adelaide and Fremantle, 2-8 Adelaide. Fremantle are 8-2. $1.36 favourites, Fremantle TRB Sports. But a couple of changes. John Cock and Edwards come into the side. Edwards, Tyson, his last game for the Adelaide Crows, Colby.
Yeah, the Crows tested St Kilda last week. I thought they were pretty good, equal at half-time, but then last quarter fade out. One bloke that really impressed me, though, was Kurt Tippett. Did a great job. He's really come back to form outstandingly well. Took some grabs overhead, led up beautifully. Their on-ballers were OK, probably beaten in the end of the day, but Riley, Goodwin, Thompson were all pretty good. Patrick Dangerfield continues to get better and take some good grabs. One thing about this side is, imagine them finishing 15th, possibly. They've only got 2 wins this year. They normally would get picked number 2 in the draft. Would you believe they'll get picked 6 this year because of the rules?
As a result, their previous lowest pick is about 7 or 8, I think.
A bit harsh.
Yeah, Lawrence Angwin. That's right. I think at number 7 it was. There we have it. Let's take a look at the Fremantle side, boys. That's going to tackle Adelaide this weekend. By the way, Adelaide have won 2 of their last 4. Dodd comes in. Barlow comes back from that slight twinge last week. Hazelby and Pearce have both been left out, one with an injury. Smithy.
Yeah, great to see Michael Barlow back into the team. But Fremantle, they'll have to deal with a determined Adelaide to win this game over at Amy. But the key to playing interstate, as we know, is to get off to a good start. And they've done that in all interstate games this year so far. Their run and carry game style is working for them. Kepler Bradley last week, boys, he was playing possessed. He was unbelievable last week, kicking 4 goals. David Mundy, he's just taken his game to a new level, staying there in the midfield. Chris Tarrant down the back line. They're just playing as a well-drilled team at the moment, and they're just playing with a lot of confidence going back to Subiaco this week. Playing interstate again this week. They'll have a lot of confidence because they've won a fair few interstate games this week.
We do a lot of their games over at Subi. It's a joy to go and watch them over. You actually get excited about going over on the plane to watch them these days, so that's great news. Let's go back to the Crown Palladium where the AFL Hall of Fame dinner is taking place there. We know that Chris Stubbs is there from our newsroom. He has a very special guest with him, the Fremantle coach, Mark Harvey. Stubbsy.
Absolutely, very nice of Mark Harvey to leave his entree for a few minutes and join us here tonight. First of all, halfway through the season, sitting second on the ladder, you must be so pleased with how things are going.
Yeah, it's pleasing to be in this sort of situation. It's a bit foreign to us. So we've got a young group and we have to make sure that we forge ahead and make the most of it now. Yeah.
Are you confident in regard to Barlow back into the side after a bit of a twinge last week? And what's the issue with Hazelby?
Hazelby copped a knee in the back early in the game last week against the Kangaroos. Barlow will be fine. It was just a bit of tendinitis around his hamstring, so there'll be no issue with him. In fact, it's probably a good replacement, knowing that Hazelby's going to be out. So,
Mark, are you and all the players aware of the love affair Brian Taylor's got with Michael Barlow?
Sorry, I just missed that.
Are you aware, and the players, are they aware of the love affair Brian Taylor's got for the young man Barlow?
They are. They do question Michael Barlow a lot in and around the change rooms about that relationship. He's very reluctant, put it that way.
As you just mentioned the young group quickly before, they are taking you to another level, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's interesting how quickly sometimes you can fast-track some younger players, but it is on the back of our older players playing well, there's no question. So we've got a pretty good balance there. I guess everyone's sort of waiting for our younger players to have a flat spot, but I can't see any evidence of that at the moment.
Halves, it is Hall of Fame night, and is there a player or a past player or someone you've been associated with that you think probably deserves the honour, or someone that may be coming through without giving too many names away on tonight's proceedings?
Philly, moi moi.
I was going to ask you about Mui moi moi.
No, that was just a bit of... Just a bit of fun, boys. You know, sometimes as a coach, you can have a bit of a laugh and make fun of a few things, and that was one of them. Look, I think everyone's talking about Wayne Carey at the moment. I mean, I played on Wayne a couple of times. Sensational player. And no doubt he'll be right up there tonight.
Sure, you're not receiving an award there to Mark. You've been very word careful at the moment. You're not letting too many rip.
No, I'm not. I just had my 3rd Diet Coke, Brian, so the caffeine's starting to kick in.
The form that Fremantle are showing at the moment, Mark, is absolutely superb. Is it a surprise to you? I mean, it's a silly thing to say to a coach, I guess, but were you expecting it to come this strong and this quickly?
We certainly thought that we were going to merge, and it was just a matter of when. We've sort of been... the plan has been going now for 2 years, and it's been interesting to see how our players have evolved, particularly physically. they're really moving into that area of the game through pressure and through tackling that perhaps we thought was 12 months away. So that's really pleasing from our point of view. Now, we have to be able to sustain it, and they have to maintain their form. So we've got three pretty interesting games coming up, and this game against Adelaide, it's going to be full on naturally with Edwards' last game. They've still got a very experienced lineup, and they've been playing well. If you have a look at their last month, their form has been okay.
Did the early wins, Mark, change the expectation of the coaching group and the players?
Not really. I guess as the season goes on and the more and more you look like being in and around that final sector, then that's when you start to make some real commitments about what you're doing.
By the way, just before we let you go, Harves, to go and enjoy the night there, Sandlin's got a younger brother, about 6'8". Gee,
Big Wayne.
Will they ever get to play together, do you think?
Oh, I'd like to think so, but obviously I think everyone knows about him. You know, Aaron was a late developer, and I'm sure his brother will be too. In fact, he may even finish up being taller than him from all reports. So we'll sit back and watch with interest. Yeah, but he certainly improved a lot in the last 12 months.
That is a scary thought, that is for sure. Mark, thanks for spending a couple of moments on this very important night for the AFL with the Hall of Fame and coming out and having a chat with us. Good on you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck on the weekend. For Mark Harvey and his Fremantle Dockers, who have been simply superb this year. Boys, who's going to win this game, Fremantle or Adelaide?
Look, I'm going to go for Fremantle. Form talks. I know it'll be an emotional day for the Adelaide Footy Club. Edwards been a fantastic player, so well done on his career, but I think Fremantle will win.
Yeah, congratulations, Tyson Edwards, sensational player, great career. But Fremantle have got over their the hoodoo playing interstate, and they'll win again.
I like the Crows. I think they might actually cause an upset at home. 21 points, T. Edwards to star.
You've been fair dinkum tonight.
Yeah,
you
I
like
am.
Melbourne, now you're liking the Crows.
It's all right. You're allowed to go against the grain every now and then.
All right, then.
Gee, I think he's been silly.
Gee, I think you've been rather strange with that haircut.